Welcome in. We've got Cancer Playbook for Dogs Invitational right here, brought to you guys by the Early Recognition and Cancer crew. I'm Luke Humphreys, joined by Kevin Jones. We're in North Plains, Oregon, at Horning's Hideout. This place is pretty iconic, Kevin.
Yeah, I would exactly call it that. This place is an iconic Portland course. It's been around since 2009, and I've seen some legendary rounds played on this back when I was learning how to play disc golf in that time. So it's fun to play this course every time. I've had a few rounds on it, and you got to play it today, right?
Yeah, finally. After you guys got done, so that I'd have something to talk about with you guys and know a little bit about the course. But this is a music festival venue as well as just a wedding venue. It's a crazy property, super cool, and it's got a crazy wooded course. This is called the Meadow Course here. They've got 3 of them. This is the one we'll be contesting 2 days in a row. This is the first hole right here.
Yeah.
From Hillsboro, Oregon, your 2023 Ledgestone Insurance Open champion. Oh, Cole Redalen.
First on the box, we've got Cole Redalen. I'm over here watching Luke because I was here, so I saw this and knew Gannon was introducing us, but he had no idea. So Gannon was our announcer. This is the local Cole Redalen smooth game. So much potential. This whole slopes hard left. It's only about it's 354, but it plays downhill, so you can throw putter.
From Jefferson City, Missouri, the furthest thrower on this card, Jake Hebenheimer.
How's that feel, Kevin?
That's so good. I had no idea that Gannon was there doing all this. That's fantastic.
You see, he would have been playing the tournament. He said he just had a commercial to film tomorrow.
Yup.
Couldn't work around it, unfortunately. Heeb's going penny, I believe.
Jake's one of the best throwers on tour. I know people are they're getting to see some of Jake Hebenheimer lately. He's been on some cards, got some really good finishes, and I can't wait for that to continue.
Nate Perks of Disc Golf, Perkins.
There you go. That's Perks' Instagram handle, Perks at Disc Golf.
I consider Nate a forehand specialist, and he's going to throw a bunch of them out on this track.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Got close to taking down Idlewild back in the day, 2018, I believe.
Last on the tee, the pride of Arkansas. Thank you. From Greenwood, Arkansas, Kevin Jones.
Pride of Arkansas, baby.
Crowd out here.
So funny.
Man, I want to say thank you for playing my tournament.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you for doing it, man. Thanks for doing this for us.
But we got to thank GK Pro as well. It's a nice
Yeah.
PA3 shot from you. Just turned a little bit more.
Yep, just a little two-turned, but, hey, progress made, and I'm just going to be laying up from there.
Yeah.
Progress is going to be the key on this course. If you hit early, it's going to cause you major problems. So making sure you get down the fairway, #1 priority. Next is just making some putts.
Jake going stable putter approach. And there are going to be 2 sets of baskets here on this course that we're going to have to avoid. If it doesn't have a band, it's not what we're aiming at. They're just both permanent, I believe.
Correct. They don't take them out for tournaments. It's a normal thing around here. So black ace is definitely going to be possible on many holes.
Perkins, he's touchy enough to run these things, give them soft bids.
Seriously.
Just like that.
Yeah, it drops off so
Wow.
hard after the basket right there.
No doubt.
Even that wants to just keep going.
We're going to find that a bunch of times on this course. The death putt, definitely a thing out here. Perkins gets to putt back up at the basket. Advantageous. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, nice putts about 30 feet from where he was. Cash in and get a par. This isn't the easiest starting hole, especially even if you throw a great shot, you're like faced with a death putt, most likely.
No doubt. Yeah, you could end up 3-putting this, starting with a bogey. Terrible way to begin a round.
It would be, but there's so many ways to score on this course. You can find trouble on any of these holes, but you can also score on any of them. So lots of different ways to find your way through this course. This is hole 2. It's marked at 454. I would say that's including some bend.
What are people playing here? Forehand?
I like a forehand, but it's a tight line. I think optimal line is going to be backhand turnover with fairway.
Gotcha.
Maybe even driver. I think that's your best bet to get over there. But it's really far right. I would say Cole is going to be throwing optimal line all day today. So if you're curious on what's optimal, just watch what Cole Redalen's doing. He's probably logged hundreds of rounds on this course. He was testing the ceiling there, found it. Should be relatively easy par. Jake showing you a look at the forehand, but he turned that over a lot more than what he was wanting. But the initial line was perfect.
Yeah, I believe Cole is the course record holder, tournament course record holder, already at a 9 under.
That's what I've heard.
So he plays this course well. Perkins, not a great kick.
Little overturn from Perk as well. You got this mossy tree right here on the right, you can see, and then you have a stump. And I think that good forehands need to go right in between those.
Ooh, yeah.
This was average. I threw that probably 350 or something, so I'm looking at a 60 to 80 footer from there.
Yeah, if you would have gotten any skip, you'd have ended up half of that. Had it just outside circle putt.
Pretty easy upshot here with the backstop from Perkins.
Nice.
Not too much trouble to be had. They're out here in the open.
Kind of give this thing a little bid from this angle.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's sad.
Rolled up the stump and off. Okay.
He laid it on the basket and still found a way to roll. You're going to see that all day.
Okay, Jake actually penetrated into the trees now, so a little tricky. What is that, 50, 60 now?
That's far, 60. Yeah, he's still out. That thing, he didn't even plan on having to miss that.
I didn't see it until he hit it.
Yeah. And that is a fantastic effort, but just a touch short, and he's going to be carding a bogey.
Yeah, frustrating, but that was a good putt. Can't be mad about a bid like that from distance.
Not a bad spot to be. A little jumper for me, but I'm going to be carding a par.
Now Cole after the rollaway. See if he can jam this.
And he can. You're going to see this all day long. We're going to throw up shots. They're not going to just settle by the basket. They're going to have action. They're going to roll around. You just got to be able to make them wherever they take you.
Makes sense. Perkins doing a lot of commentary these days. He's actually an Oregon local or native, I guess. He's living in Bend right now.
Yeah.
Got engaged recently. Was looking at wedding venues even before his round. I think pretty fun.
That brings us to hole 3, marked at 322 feet. I would say it plays pretty far downhill, and this is another hole with death behind the basket. So if you're going to be short on this one, you're going to be faced with the decision to make. There's 2 options here. Hyzer down the right side, which is what Cole's going to play. This is the cleanest line, I would say. Just out of frame, unfortunately, but he does make it right down the middle of the gap, basically. Fades out a little early. He knew it. It's going to be left. What is that, 45 feet? Death putt?
Yeah, death putt. This green's even nastier than 1.
Nate with overstable putter here showing you the other line at the basket. This is the sidearm.
Oh, I like this.
Touch of flex line. He really pushed it forward. And that was nicely played. That one's only 20 feet or so.
All right. You going A3?
Opting for the same thing as him. And I like it a lot. But I did catch one of those trees in there.
Dang.
And it drops me to pretty much just a par.
It was hooking up a little quick. Is that right?
Maybe. I would have slid into the circle somewhere.
Gotcha.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Split it. That'll work.
All right.
And Jake blew up the chains on the other basket.
No way.
He did. We thought it
Almost
was
black ace.
in. He went right through it to here.
Oh, my gosh.
And then lays up upside down. He likes that upside down.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you hit it, land it flat. It definitely slides pretty consistently here. I don't mind just Right side up, though.
Yeah, I don't have the skills with the upside down. I don't try that action.
It's definitely different. Cole from outside the circle, death putt, and he lays it in there.
Dude, his delivery is so smooth right now. I feel like he putted harder 2 years ago. Like he made an effort to slow it down just a little bit.
I'm 27, and I've seen it a lot over my career, how younger players can start putting fast when they're younger, but as they get older, like everybody slows it down.
Interesting. So those comebackers, they add up. They start to wear on you.
I guarantee they do.
Cole's the 2023 Ledgestone Open champion, as again referenced. Huge tournament, big payout, crazy field. That's a monstrous win to take down at the young age he's at. Bright future ahead of him.
There's no doubt about that, and we're in the heart of his country right now.
Exactly. This is his turf.
It is. Hole 3 is a par 3. Hole 4 is a par 3, sorry. Marked at 285. This one's significantly uphill. One line basically to attack this one. Maybe two ways to do it. You could go flex forehand, but that you're going to see a little bit less of that than you are of a hyzer flip backhand. I opt for fairway driver. It's good speed.
Really?
And that's pretty good. He thought he was about 40 left.
Okay.
Ends up being a little less than that, I would say.
Yeah, I kind of drove it into the hill, slowed his momentum.
Yep.
Still moved left. Perkins playing the flex forehand.
It is.
Ooh, look at this.
Looks great.
Oh, Perkins.
It's perfect.
Up there by Bobby.
Past the basket.
Wow, that was an ace run.
Sure was.
Full
That was
blown.
exactly right. I'm going F5 here.
Ooh, that's nice.
I thought it was a little straight and low, but Cole loved it out of my hands, and that's why.
Okay.
Can't hate a 25-footer.
No, out here, it feels like it's pretty hard to park holes. You end up with that 25 to 40-foot range a bunch, end up seeing who's the best putter that day.
We got a Mockingbird coming from Jake. This is Tour Series disc if you're trying to support him.
Clean.
And that's a good shot right there.
Yeah, I see
Pretty
a
much what Cole did.
bunch of the Lone Star crew throwing that one.
This is makeable. It's got a ceiling, but this is makeable right here.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, look
Oh, it
at you.
didn't even think about sitting down.
Dude, it just picked up speed so fast. Oh, what a meandering roll. And now he's behind all of that stuff. He literally, like, it rolled equivalent of 30 feet directly behind him in line with the basket, past the group of shrubs. And now this is his option? Oh, I feel so bad for Jake. Sit. He's roughly where he started. 6 feet forward.
Exact same line almost.
Got a little ceiling again. I know exactly why that happened that first time. He needed to punch it under the ceiling, and when that happens, you have a tendency to pull it just ever so slightly. As we see this man knock down 3 putts in a row.
Yep.
Very impressive putts.
Clean start for Cole.
Beautiful putt from you as well.
We have no wind in here, so I go for the straddle putt, the pitch putt. You can see Cole, he's got a slow putt going right now too. And that's a good putt from Jake to secure a bogey, an unfortunate bogey. But you see no wind in these trees back here, so you're gonna have the opportunity to make putts.
Nice birdie from Perkins. Running the basket, picking up the deuce. Getting himself to 2 under through 4. That's seemed to be a pretty good start out here.
Hole 5 is a par 3 at 236 feet. This is a basic chip hyzer putter, overstable putter maybe.
Big thanks to Matthew Bailey, who is your discgolfrealtor.com. If you're anywhere in the Pacific Northwest, this is a cool guy to deal with. He's a disc golfer. You guys should check him out. Scan that QR code in any of the drone flights for this tournament, and you'll be put in contact with the man right there, and he can set you up. Big thanks to Matt Bailey. It's like a little low, little right, but kind of gets away with it. I was at the line.
I can't tell what actually happened to his. I don't know if he hit a tree or not.
Yeah. It feels like to get more left, you'd want it to be a little higher, but he is the local. Perkins kind of following the line.
Perkins is good, stable enough to skip. Yeah, that's the line.
Yeah. He's looking at 3 under through 5. What are you going with?
Glidey PA3, just lots of hyzer to get it to cruise left.
That's that white one you've been throwing?
Yeah, it's basically what I'm throwing for all putter shots right now.
When you're grabbing that thing these days, I'm definitely looking at thinking I'm going to see a good shot.
Yeah, I throw a lot of good shots with that guy. It's the Isaac Robinson world champion PA3.
Okay.
It's like soft and straight.
Love it.
And that's a little high, but it's going to be an ace run from Jake.
Oh, my. I think that was the yellow rose out of Jake. That's a throwing putter from Lone Star. Got a stable finish to it.
It's going to be long, and he's got a hyzer putt, it looks like.
Oh, look at this. He's going old school with it.
Yep.
Going back to the horseshoe. Ooh, just over the top.
It was clean.
He putted nearly a whole season of horseshoe.
Yeah, he saw incredible improvements in his stats from it, too.
Yeah, back to that spin putt. Oh, my. Just left with the weirdest putt. Oh, it was beautiful, though.
It was
Dead
so
center band.
beautiful. That is extremely frustrating. It's early, though. Like I said, there's a lot of ways to score on this course.
Oh.
Yeah, looking comfortable. Easy bird. This
Dude.
hole is really easy, but
Does this hot putting start have anything to do with Gannon being on his bag? Just osmosis of putting going on?
maybe.
Like, I
Cole's a
know
pretty
that's
good
not-
putter, and he gets hot, that's for sure, but maybe so.
It's not a real thing that skills transfer, but confidence can transfer. And when you got the man who can drain him from anywhere on any line on their bag, I don't know. Just saying. Putting on a show for his buddy. They're competitive too. You know, it's like your little rival guy. You know,
Yeah, they are.
I don't know. There's a dynamic going on, and it seems to be working. Is all I'm saying. This one is so far uphill.
This begins a really tough stretch of 3 holes. Not anything like the last few holes. This one, 302 feet, but insanely uphill. A spike hyzer bomb is what you're going to want to see.
You see how high his eyes were aiming as he
It's
looked
so
up.
high. And he
Was that a line?
goes through perfect. It was not a line.
That wasn't intended, right?
But all you can do is power and angle. There's no real clear-cut line on this one.
Okay.
But he did not hit the exact line that he was wanting. It was a little inside, but power and angle, man.
Yep. Oh, Perkins.
Anything out there in that open area, it's all safe, is going to
Okay.
be good. A 3 on this hole is nice.
Yeah, it feels like you could hit and kick backwards, you know, on this type of hole.
Easily. It slopes so far to the left here, so you can easily get lost down left.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Doesn't put me too far. It's a pretty bad start, but savable at that point for
Okay.
sure. Feel pretty good about Jake on this hole. Throwing hard down the gap.
Bam. Oh, my gosh. Same tree as you.
It was closer to the right line. If he's 6 inches to the right,
Yeah.
could be inside the circle
Right.
with a power like that.
Just throwing so high.
Now, I have some options here, but nothing great.
A little fadeaway forehand almost with a side
Yeah.
hill to get any power on it.
Yeah. That is not going to help me much.
Oh, look at this shot from Jake. Really pretty. Stump kind of fooled his plans to get parked, but definitely inside the circle with a putt. If you get up and down here, you're
I
looking
would get a bogey,
unfortunate.
but I was a little early with that one. No clean up shot. Now I'm putting for my 4 from outside the circle.
You're going to have to stick it in between those trees.
It's a fair putt. It's open from there.
Okay. Perkins from the far side of the fairway. Pretty straightforward from there.
Ooh, that's
No.
brutal. That's brutal. He played it safe on that tee shot, and then he throws a nice upshot, but got stumped.
Oh, man. Unfortunate.
Gets it up there. He's going to tap in for a 4.
That's just, it feels like it's going to happen at this course occasionally. You can't help it. You can't dwell on it. You just got to move past that
Yeah,
sort of
like
thing.
I said, you got to make putts.
Yeah.
And And that's going to be a 5er for me, so that's going to put me right back to even. There's worse places to be, but it's disappointing for sure.
It's kind of breezy at this moment. Maybe the only spot on the course.
It's got to be like the only part where you're feeling anything.
You're so high up at this point, too. Cole.
A huge 2 from Cole.
Monstrous.
Huge 2.
I mean, how long did it take for him to throw that shot and make that putt? Because you definitely were up and down, you and Jake.
I mean, I'm a pretty quick player, but yeah, like he had a lot of shots in between his shot and that one.
Sometimes it becomes hard, I think, to continue being motivated through all that. There we go, Jake.
It's a good putt. Had to get on a knee for it.
Zip it underneath that branch.
And gets a good 3.
Unfortunate bogey for Perk. I mean, that disc landed 6 feet away with almost no momentum.
That was a terrible break. All right, we've got hole 7, par 4, 409 feet, plays significantly uphill, I would say. At first, it's uphill, ends up going a little bit downhill. This is what I call an old school par 4. You throw a good drive, and then you've got something left.
Mm-hmm.
Something inside, maybe 150, 200 at most. Throw a good drive and scramble from there.
Sets up kind of like a horseshoe or a crescent moon.
Yeah, like a moon. It's really severe to the right. Cole opts for sidearm here. Surprising to me because he's kind of just submitting. It seems like a 2 is possible, but with the sidearm, you're just surrendering the 2 and you're trying to get yourself a guaranteed birdie, and that's a really smart play. Jake likes it also. He sees what Cole does, so he wants to do the same thing.
Pushes it a little straighter.
He does, yeah.
Oh, my.
But not too straight, and it's perfect. Right into the group in front of him.
Oh, my.
You're going to see Nate opt for the exact same kind of line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nearly
just
gets
fine.
back. Yeah.
He's the furthest of the 3, but looking down the fairway. And then I'm the only one going for the backhand here, which is a surprise, I would say. I'm going neutral stability, D1, fan grip, more turn than what I think.
Nice.
And that's a good result. I think I'm the closest of everybody. Maybe Jake. Actually, Jake got me. He might have been closer with the bomb of a forehand.
You got a lot of space, though. You're set up on the path.
He squared that 1 up there.
Both those forehands with that disc just straightened out a little more than it felt like he intended them to.
And this is what you're going to want to do. Cole's like 150 out, but he is able to have a jump putt at it. And that hits one of the last trees right there, drops him right at circle's edge. I'm doing the exact same thing, but from closer, and I overturned it also, and we have pretty similar putts now. Problem is the green is severely sloped. You got to backdrop behind it. If you airball the basket, you could go 100 feet down the hill. So you want to be close here. Jake's in the best spot. He has that Anheuser with the overstable putter.
Oh, yeah.
And he just pancakes it on that.
Amazing.
Not hard pan.
Perkins, touchy. Sit. Oh, perfect.
That is so nice. That's like the 3rd one of the round so far that he's just dropped.
Sit. Oh,
Thank goodness it's that. Missing a pretty easy birdie opportunity, unfortunately, but
it looked like an abbreviated follow through from you. Was
yeah,
that tree in your way a little bit?
Not really. I was just, might have been not committed. And Cole finds it right there, but he finds it because he's got good pace. Like,
Yeah,
that's
true.
Putting soft pays off.
Yep. Got gobbled up by those chains.
Yeah, the disc catchers, in my opinion, are the most forgiving baskets on the market.
So from what I'd heard about this course, even par was about 990 rated. And if anybody was shooting under par, it was typically a good round, even if you didn't get that far under par. But I'm looking at the score now, and I see Cole 5 under through 7 holes. He's just shredding this place right now.
Yeah, it's not that far, but there's just so many trees in the way. This is the signature hole in the course, though. Hole 8, par 3, 404 feet. It is straight downhill, though. We're going putter here.
Look at
almost
this
every time.
drone flight. Gabe killed this drone flight, weaving through the trees. You know who weaved through the trees into the basket here today, man?
Tell us.
Stefan, I can't remember his last name, in the MPO field threw a Casey Pro Aviator into the basket, dude.
Yeah,
It's a dream ace.
Is a dream ace for sure. We could not believe it. Cole going down the right side here. Little overturned, hits, and he's about a little more than halfway down the fairway, but he's got that tough green to land a soft shot onto from there. Jake
Oh.
has to throw this disc so hard to get the flight that he wants, but he threw it way too high in that one, and he just needs to be a lot lower.
Yeah. Get that nose down.
But it's so hard to. It's so easy to throw it too high on this
Okay.
one.
Perkins playing that little flexor. Oh, the full on. Down the right side.
That thing was sent to. Just playing Plinko. It's down there on the flat, though.
Ends
That's
up in a good spot.
a great spot.
Oh, all right. We got a Kevin Jones grenade sighting.
This is like the lowest grenade that I ever throw because it's so far downhill.
Stop it. Is this perfect?
It was really
Oh
good.
my gosh. It's one of the latest.
It does. It did. It needed to get a little greasy. It wasn't the ideal line. If I went a little more right, I think we're looking at a clean line. But
You guys just head straight down the hill. All right. Shout out to Stefan Vincent for acing this thing with a putter. Unbelievable shot from him. And wait a second.
we couldn't believe that he aced it. Cole opted for a spike hyzer, like kind of matching the angle of the hill here. It ended up not working too great. He's looking at a downhill 30-footer.
Yeah, that was his really stable avalanche, I believe, trying that super spike hyzer. Jake, is that you opting for a
Little Scooby.
like it? Plays.
Sure does.
You just got to get creative on this hole, huh?
Perkins in one of the easier par positions. He's got the flat ground.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. 3 on this hole is going to be good, but not unless you're Stefan Vincent. What an ace.
Cole to keep his card clean. No, he's going to be taking the bogey. There you go. Nice par putt from you. You going with the grenade again tomorrow?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think Mr. Vincent has proved me otherwise. I might go for a backhand putter from there.
Just a slow turner.
Keep the ace alive.
Feels like you don't even throw it that hard. You just make sure that it flips at the right times.
Yes.
Get the right angles.
You got to have the perfect stability putter because it is picking up speed as it's going downhill,
Right.
causing it to flip at times that you're not used to it flipping.
Yeah, the people that heard the ace said it just blew up the basket.
That's what I heard.
I'm going 10 miles an hour faster than when he threw it.
All right, bringing us to hole 9. This is the only hole on the course that we are playing to the short basket. So not this one up on the right. That is inaccessible unless you're throwing through the tree line. We're going down to the left a little bit. Basic forehand. But to get into the green would take a nice skip or perfectly played shot.
You're basically putting yourself to a putting distance, right?
Yeah, you are. It's hard not to go too long here.
All right. There you go. Good view of the basket that we're playing at. This is one of the original baskets. This thing is actually made out of a wheel on a car.
They are sick.
They're pretty cool, man. I don't mind them.
I don't mind them too much at all.
They make a cool sound, too, if you hit low.
Yes, they do.
Perkins.
Similar spot.
A little high on the entry, maybe.
I'd say so.
Kind of wanting to slide that thing a little lower. You're going to your A3.
A3, yeah. Like to see this come in. So it looks like I hit that thick grass.
Yeah.
But I got enough of a skip to where I'm about 40 feet also. All of us are similar right there. And then Cole.
That's that avalanche again, I believe. Super stable frisbee.
Has a putt as well, but 40
So,
feet.
Yeah.
We're all about the same here. It's a putt off onto these baskets.
Nice. Jake going first. Just high. He's been loving that step putt. It's been deadly for him lately.
Yeah.
Cole. Look
If
at
you're
Cole
trying
doing
to
it.
make more 40-footers, try the step putt.
So he's going to have to pop this one because he's got a little branch in the way for a normal, slow Cole putt.
You are right.
There you go.
And he sticks it left side. Nice birdie to get.
You know, he's been putting into these Hornings hideout wheel baskets for a long time. I'm sure he doesn't even think about it. Steps up and imagines all the putts he's made on him.
I knew when he stepped up to that putt, he probably has made a few of those before.
All right, similar distance for you. Jump putt Jones. Nice too.
I just try to keep him soft on these, try to drop it in there.
Yeah, if you hit high dead center,
Yeah, it's going to be
big risk
sketchy.
it could be.
And I thought it was short, but it was just enough.
Yeah, you zipped it.
Gave it no choice but to go in.
There are no nubs worth noting, so nothing to catch you as you slide in. All right, Perkins, he's seen 2 nice putts of the 3. See if he can make this 3 for 4.
It looked good, but it just glided a little much for him. Similar miss to Jake. Going to
Yeah.
be 2 2s and 2 3s here.
And there's no good way to miss, I don't think, but it does feel better when you miss high like that. At least you gave it a chance, and you can take some positives from it. Jake, are you using the mini from the putting game, the Jomez putting game? You have to give that back to Germ, Jake. I'm looking at you right now in the room. That's not your mini. That's Jomez's mini. All right, front 9 scores in. Look at Cole popping off, getting back to 5 after that bogey, covering it up. A couple other under par scores. Jake got to clean it up on the back 9. He's had some unfortunate events, but he's definitely got the skills to compete for this event. So look for him to turn it around. Try and catch this local, Cole Redalen. Any last thoughts, Kev?
I think that tough stretch of 3 holes we played right there says a lot about the course, and there's a lot of scoring holes coming up. So sitting 5 down is a power position for Cole.
Yeah, big thanks to Cancer Playbook for Dogs, as well as All Day Disc Golf. Jesse Tamino, absolutely killing it, helping us out with this, being the local on the ground. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely come check out this back 9, a bunch of birdies to show you. Appreciate you all being with us. We'll see you next time.